So I need you to understand some concepts and ideas. One, for me, goals for me to do, which are bad news for him, right? He doesn't want. So one of those goals is hands on the mat. Hands on the mat equals overhooks. Means I could end up using it to choke him. I could use overhooks for triangles and omoplatas and stuff like this that I can attack, right? Also means kimuras. There's so many things that happen with overhooks. A lot of it is submission based. Also, it's posture defense. Like I don't want him to punch me, I'll grab that arm as well too, right? There's many reasons we do that. One of the other things that I want is I want his elbow. I'll use my belt that way for now. I want his elbow to my belly button, the center line. So I want his elbow like this. This means that I have a clear path right here to move my leg and turn my body and lock up on him. I want his elbow to be clear from my hip. If you notice it's on my hip here, I have an inhibited mover, right? I can't move so well, right? So if that were to be in the center, now I can lock up this shoulder. See how the shoulder's locked here? It's like a halfway point between here. I can't always just go woohoo and land an armbar. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. But what we're gonna get at is the concepts right now of getting him to fear the choke and defend by taking his hands and bringing it to break grips. So like, for example, if I were to grab collars on Brock, he would bring his hands up to break collar grips, right? And defend his neck, go ahead, right? So if he puts both of his hands on my hand, right? This means I now can manipulate his elbow and I have an arm lock available here. So getting him to go like this can happen in many fashions, right? It can happen from my back. It can happen on top as well too. It can also happen with Ezekiel chokes. I can start to try and get my hands inside and choke him this way. He's gonna start to bring his arms to the inside and get arm locked. So especially when we're on our back. On your back real quick. So come to the center for me, good. So like, we're doing it from guard these next couple weeks especially, but like my knee really freaking hurts right now. So I'm not gonna show us too much here, but it's really easy to show up top because like, you know, I'm here, he puts his hands forward, look, his elbow starts to come like this, I can come over and start to arm lock him. Simple concept, right? Whether it's, right? He's got his hands down by my hips. He's doing what he's supposed to escape, but he leaves his neck open. Well, now hold on. He brings both of his hands up to defend. Now he gives me that space I can take back up like that in order to attack his arms. So you can use it from the top and you can use it from your back. Okay, that concept of attacking someone's neck to make them bring their elbows in to attack their arms. Huge concept in jiu-jitsu, you're using it in a lot of places, all right? But for now, this is our warm-up drill, okay? He's gonna have his elbows down and his hands here. We're not grabbing the collars yet, we're just loose. And he's not gonna be Terminator with his elbows. He's gonna just be, you know, here, but not loose, but not heavy. I'm gonna move his arms. So I want his elbows next to my, pull it down, there you go. I want his elbows next to my hips. And this is the drill that I want you to do. So I'm gonna start to get my foot on his hip and create a perpendicular angle. You'll notice that I'm in a spoon fashion with my body. I'm never dragging extra contact on the mat if I don't have to. So I'm gonna start to move his elbow to the center. Did you guys see how I did that? Then I'm gonna turn. What I really need to do to solidify this position and stop him from posturing is take my other foot and clamp his back in his armpit. If it's 90 degrees or towards his leg, he has the ability to posture. So if I go past 90 degrees, really hard for him to do that, and look, I just walked right into an armbar. So I should be able, if I can do this with my legs, it will enable me, right, to watch, boom, lock shoulder. So he can't pull in or out. It's very difficult for him, right? And then there's that arm lock position. Now I'm at a perpendicular angle, I'm at 90 degrees. This is where I want an armbar. I don't want an armbar like this. This is a horrible armbar, right? And that's because I'm still 12 and 12 on him here. I gotta get to 3 o'clock for a clean armbar with my head, okay? So here's the drill. Hands, but elbows are here. And I'm just gonna move their elbows to the center line, past my hips. Even if it doesn't quite make it to your belly button, it's not inhibiting your hips anymore. This leg, so it's foot on the hips, is on heels in, toes out. This leg starts to clamp high on the back, and then I'm able to have leg over the face. But we're gonna go one little stop before clamping this shoulder. I go heel down and cross my ankles, right? So now I'm heels down. notice that the leg that's over his shoulders, that's the leg that's on bottom, okay? Like this, Brock will tell you feels a lot more loose, okay? So this shoulder is being clamped this way, all right? And now I have the last step. All right, so I'm here, it's got elbows, I go 1, squiggle, squiggle, 2. One last time.
Leg went to sleep.
Good to go?
Yes, sir.
One person, head off the ground, 2 minutes. Ready, set,